And throughout this period of coronavirus, we've been highlighting people who've done that extra bit, people who make a difference. And we're about to do just that, because I'm going to talk to Suzanne Siegel-Buckingham, who's been making a difference over at the Piper Hall Food Bank in Kingston. Hello, Suzanne.
Hey there, how are you doing?
Yeah, very well indeed. So first of all, when did you first get involved in this? Was it during COVID, or had you been involved before that?
It was a COVID thing. It was basically one of our local councillors flagged that there was a need for a pop-up food bank, and so I started helping an amazing charity called CREst, who operate in Cambridge Road Estate, which is one of the most deprived areas nationally. And so we've been operating a food bank 3 times a week, and it's all led by an incredible woman called Jill Preston, who has spearheaded it all. She's a volunteer, but she just dedicates all the hours God sends for making this work. And yeah, she's a genuine heroine.
Now, you said you're down in Kingston, and people would tend to think of Kingston in Surrey as rather an affluent area.
You're right. A lot of people do think that, but you know, homelessness and vulnerable people exist everywhere in the country, and I think that's been something that's really opened people's eyes up during the pandemic, especially as more and more people experience being furloughed or unemployed. And you know, we've had so many people coming who ordinarily would never ask for help. So people who used to have steady jobs or were on 0-hour contracts before lockdown, but they've really found themselves struggling. So it's been an invaluable service that Jill and her team here have been offering.
So how does it work? Do you have to get a voucher? Because it works differently with different food banks, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're right. So this system, because it's been basically an emergency pop-up food bank, we originally opened our doors to people on the Cambridge Road Estates, and then we realised that there were so many more people across Norbiton and the Kingston area who needed help too. So we just opened the door. Anyone can come. And at the moment, they just let us know where they live. But obviously, as things revert to some kind of new normal, if I dare say it, we're obviously going to have to refer people to the existing food banks. Some of them weren't operational during the pandemic because some of their volunteers were shielding, or maybe they were in church halls that couldn't open. So as things go on, we've gone from 3 times a week down to 2, and actually, and the food bank will actually stop as we refer people onto existing services. But one thing we do here is every Tuesday, the charity offers a free lunch. And so, in fact, if you can hear a bit of noise behind, it's because there's about 30 people queuing up to come in to get a hot meal and a bit of company and a few essential food items from us. So that will continue.
Where does the food come from?
It comes from a lot of different charities in the area, and that's been quite a lovely thing during the pandemic, seeing lots of local organisations come together. So every Tuesday when we arrive here for the Tuesday lunch, we get amazing deliveries from, you know, Sainsbury's, local charities like Save the World and Voices for Hope, and even the Don's Local Action Group. And lots of local residents have been taking donations to us or to their local street champions and bringing it here. So it's been a really interesting exercise, and seeing people come together, and everyone here is a volunteer. But yes, Jill basically does the full-time job of 2 people for nothing, just to make sure this all comes together.
And this is going to sound like a terrible question, but what do you get out of it?
What do I get out of it? Well, myself, since the beginning of March, I've only actually had one. I'm a freelancer, right. And I work in hospitality and travel and charity, and I've only had one day's paid work. Yeah, basically, and I'm rubbish if I do nothing. So for the good of my husband and everyone who knows me, it's better if I'm busy. So I've been helping this charity, and also another local charity called KCAH, who help rough sleepers and homelessness in the area. So that's kept me off the streets and kept me busy.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody as well who gets involved in all of these things, because I think if there's anything that's good that has come out of this dreadful period, it's that we've seen so many people across this city, across the country, of course, who've responded in various ways to help others.
And you're right. I think a lot of the volunteers here, you know, it's been really important for them to get out the house and to be part of something. And it's been really important for their mental health as well. So, and we've had a lot of people who have been beneficiaries of the food bank who've actually become volunteers because they want to give something back because they're so grateful. So, you know, really it has been a win-win. And, you know, at times it's been great to see that the charities come together, and I hope that's something that will continue.
Where can people find out more?
That's a very good question. The charity is called the Cambridge Road Estates Community Group. If you Google that, I'm afraid there's no magic shortcut.
That'll do. That's pretty good going. Suzanne, thank you very, very much.